And first of them, we have the plate finals between Legend Warriors taking on Gems Education. Let's head down in the middle and find out what happened at the toss. It's toss time for the plate final of Sharjah CBFS T20 2025 edition between Gems Education and Legend Warriors. I've got the two captains, Sohaib Khan and Dawood Ijaz. And in the middle, we got the honorable match referee, Mr. Tehseen Javed. We are all set with the flip of the coin from Dawood. Tails is the call. Come down as head. It's a head.
बैट फर्स्ट
Decided to bat first. क्या समझते हैं कि इस पिच को देखते हुए कितने रन्स करना चाहेंगे?
पिच अच्छा लग रहा है और ड्राई लग रहा है तो कोशिश करेंगे 180 190 करें.
लास्ट मैच जो आप जीते बहुत ही अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस रही ओपनर्स की. इसके अलावा कुछ चेंजेस हैं?
नहीं, आई थिंक एक चेंज है दीपक का. विकेट कीपर चेंज है बस, बाकी सेम टीम है.
Go well, all the best.
थैंक यू सर.
So another opportunity to compete here at this historic place in the plate final. Obviously a little disappointed not to be in the main round, but still it's a big game.
Yeah, it's at least it's a big game and opponent is pretty good, and we wanted to field first, so that's why we got the same result.
And changes for this game?
Yeah, team Shad Hamza comes in and there is only one change. Yeah.
Go well, all the best.
Thank you.
Well, that's the news from the center. Gems Education, they have won the toss and they have decided to bat first. And that's a confirmation from the center. Gems Education winning the toss and electing to bat first. Rashid Habib, Dawood Ijaz at the top of the order. Sandeep Singh Sandy, Usman Yunus, Balraj Singh, Ali Tipu, Sawai Chaudhary, Shabir Ali, Akifullah Raja, Shan, and Deepak Jaswal makes the 11 for Gems. A very strong side, but especially their strength really lies in their openers at the top of the order. Strong middle order as well. They'll be looking to get off to a good start after winning the toss and batting first. That's the 11 for Legend Warriors. Junaid Shamsu, Shakir Haider, Akshay, Vaibhav Govikar, Sohaib Khan, a strong top five. Srinath, Mohammad Rizwan Sabir to add to that all-round strength. Tahir Asif, who's a quick bowler. Hardik Pandya, Mahbub Rana, and Shad Hamza making the 11. Another very good player for them. They'll be looking to really get going with the new ball. Try and especially pick up a couple of wickets early on, because Rashid and Dawood Ijaz, they've both been in great form. They're a very, very strong side and they'll be looking to get going. Gems at the top of the order, Rashid Habib and Dawood Ijaz, they are just fantastic. We are moments away from the live action. Two openers out there, two match officials are out there in the center. It's going to be a wonderful day of cricket. While looking at the track, it's a typical Sharjah wicket, no real grass whatsoever. There's a typical sheen on it as well. The ball should come on. There should be plenty of runs if you apply yourself and you get your eye in. Exciting as always when you come to this historic stadium, historic place. So many great memories, both at the international level and also at the domestic level as well. A fantastic, fantastic place to come watch cricket. Tahir Asif is an exciting prospect. He's got the pace, can nip the ball around as well. He'll be raring to go. 6 wickets so far, 4 games in this competition. Decent economy of 7. Here we go. The first delivery of the plate final. Little bit of swing away. And given as wide. First runs on the board. Shape of extras for Jams. Sharjah CBFS T20 25. It's a day of finals, like I mentioned before. First of them is a plate final between two very good sides. Then it's a cup final, that big one. Later on this evening. Nice drive from Dawood Ijaz. This is picture perfect from the right-hander. Majestic timing as well. What a start. Hit on the up as well. Lovely balance. Just a terrific drive. Leaning into it with his head. Played it close to the body. That wasn't a half volley. Hit on the up. That goes to show how good the pitch is. 3 games, 135 runs for him. Almost a strike rate of 200. So when he gets his runs, he gets them at a very good pace as well. Okay, nice drive. He gets it past. Cover and mid off again. And just enough on it to hit the ropes. Well, Dawood Ijaz into his element straight away. This was more of a gentle push than a firm drive, but fast outfield. He's got a very, very good stick in his hand as well. That one just pinged off that middle of the bat. Sign of Dawood Ijaz, really in great form here. Leaves that one alone around off stump. Excellent start here for Dawood. Just a little shimmy down the pitch. Trying to cover any sort of movement early on. Nine for none. Played it with open face towards third man. Picks up a single. Gems 10 for none after 1. They're starting off with spin from the other end. Mohammad Rizwan Sabir. He's someone who's not a big spinner of the ball. Just gets enough either way with those carom balls. Got the variations. And he's pretty much used to bowling with the new ball. Nicely bowled by Rizwan. Someone who generally go past the right hand is off stump. Drifts the ball away. Quicker through the air. Can't really play him as a genuine off spinner. The odd ball will come in, but generally it's the drift away with those carom balls. Look at that delivery, and the finger has been raised. Top stuff here from Rizwan Sabar. Daud Ijaz didn't pick that. He went through the onside. Excellent delivery. Struck him on the back leg. Going straight on. Great stuff here from Rizwan Sabar. It's 10 for 1. Now the Ijaz goes for 9. What a start here for Legend Warriors. Rizwan Sabar struck this fifth delivery. The wicket of Daud Ijaz is always special. He was stroking the ball so well. It's a wicket maiden over from Mohammad Rizwan Sabar. 2 overs gone. 10 for 1. Nicely played by Rashid Habib. Right behind the line. Defending that one. Excellent stuff. This is such a beautiful wicket to bat on. Ball coming onto the bat. Well, that's good to see that he's been taken care of even from the opposition. 11 for 1. Rashid Habib was struck. No damage done. Oh, this is a hard cricket ball. It does hurt you at times, but you got to be prepared to wear few. Sawai Chaudhary, interesting choice, batting at number 3. No Sandeep Singh Sandy. One would think that he's the one to come out at number 3. Normally opens the innings, so he's got that aggressive game in the power play. Interesting choice. Hold him back. And Sawai Chaudhary is picked up a boundary. Nicely clipped away. Just use the angle and a little bit of pace on its way for a boundary. Superb stuff. Tyre E just needs to be a lot more accurate here. It's just about building pressure from both ends, not letting it drift. Nicely played on the offside. Straight to third man. Another single. Rashid goes upish. Was looking to really hit that one over the top. Genuine outside edge. Just short of that fielder at short third. Gets away with it. They can't afford to lose Rashid at this stage. That was beautifully bowled. Genuine nick, well fielded at short third. Pushed away on the offside. Dot ball to finish the third. 17 for 1. Rizwan Sabir to continue. He'll be drifting the ball back into the pads of Rashid. He will try to cramp him for room. That's a wide delivery. Just off target there on that occasion. Another one. Couple of extras added to the total. He just needs to start from that off stump channel. I would be inclined that he comes over the wicket. That's a very good move from Rizwan. In fact, he is continuing around the wicket. If he bowls from over the wicket, he'll have that natural shape coming into the left-hander. And if he goes around fifth stump and from there, he can spun one through the gate with that carom ball. Upish, but safe enough. Fast outfield. Boundary for Rashid Habib. It's very important for Gems that he really steps up because they lost Dawood Ijaz. Much better delivery. Right at the money. Nicely done by Rashid as well, playing with short back lift, working the ball into the gaps. Is really the key here. Excellent delivery. Brilliantly bowled. Nice punch on the offside. Another dot ball. Sharjah CBFS T20 2025 Clade final. We're just tuning in between Gems and Legend Warriors. Gems Education won the toss, decided to bat first, 25 for 1 after 4 overs. Change of bowling here. Junaid Shamsu replaces Tahir Asif and starts off with a good delivery. Two evenly matched sides. It should be a very good contest between them. Flicked away on the onside and into the space for 4. That's nicely done by Habib. Didn't try to hit it hard. Just got the placement right. Superb batting. He's a beautiful timer of the ball. Even in the last game, he took a little bit of time early on, and then he went really hard. Even today, his approach is looking quite measured. Swing on offer, goes down the leg side. Good take by the wicket keeper. There's a hint of swing back into the left-hander. He needs to start around that fifth stump channel. Oh, he's knocked him over with a beauty. Stayed down a fraction perhaps. And there was a big gap between the bat and pad. Playing inside the line there, Rashid Habib didn't really commit himself forward enough. Watch his front foot. He stays on leg stump. And he plays well in front of his body. Beats the outside edge. Another breakthrough here for Legend Warriors. That's the end of Rashid Habib. 30 for 2. Sandeep Singh Sandy in at number 4. So they lost both the in-form openers. This is going to be the test for the middle order here. Middle order needs to step up, and step up big time. Nicely played in the gap. Picks up a single, gets off the mark. It's a great opportunity here for Sandeep to also get into a bit of form and runs. They need that middle order to respond. Usman Yunus and Sandeep Singh Sandy. Wide of off stump. Given as well. Swinging away from the right-hander. Junaid Shamsu, he's got the knack of picking up wickets, and he struck in his first over here. What a wonderful cricketer he is. Nicely played, but straight to mid-on. Well, 5 gone, 32 for 2. Good pressure here from Legend Warriors. They've been quite tidy, and they've been rewarded with a couple of wickets. This is just about perfect stuff. Nice drive, well fielded. That's square cover. Oh, another wonderful carom ball. Pitching and straightening down the line. Almost got done there. Sandeep Singh Sandy looking to play through mid-wicket. Fantastic bowling. Another very good delivery. 4 dot balls. Pressure building here. Nicely done this time. Slightly bigger stride in getting to the pitch of the ball along the carpet for a single. Slice away over backward point. Use the angle and a little bit of width. Usman Yunus getting that one away for a boundary to conclude the power play. Did open the face. That drift helped him go in that direction. 6 overs done. That's the end of the power play. 37 for 2. Straight away towards third man with an open face. Played final of Sharjah CBFS T20 2025. Live from the home of cricket in this part of the world, Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Lights are on. It's a beautiful evening. Oh, excellent delivery and well fielded. He had to dive back quickly, which he did. But it's good cricket all round. Excellent fielding as well, very good delivery. And full marks for the commitment from Usman Yunus as well. He knew that he was in trouble, so he just dived for it as well. Excellent delivery, swung in a fraction. Great stuff from Junaid. Sweeper will cut that one off. There can be a couple of runs this time around. Gems, they need a big partnership after losing those 2 openers. It's a test of that middle order today. Chasing that one, and it's given as a wide. Usmani does get committed onto that front foot a little too early, and then throws his hands at the ball. Clipped away on the onside. Easy pickings, 4 runs. Loose delivery from Junaid Shamsu. Exactly what you don't want to be coming up with was all the pressure building in. It's a bit of a gift for Usman to relax now. Good fielding at backward point. Dot ball to finish. 7 gone. 45 for 2. Forty-nine for 2. Beautifully bowled. Beautiful cover drive. The first delivery from Sandeep Singh Sandy was just beautifully done. Now he's working the ball on the onside. Just a single. 50 up here for Gems in good time. .3 overs. Would like to be around 60-65, but those 2 wickets have really put them down. Now this partnership really holds the key. Beautifully bowled, and the finger has been raised. Usman just camping on the back foot. Hardik Bhai with a brilliant delivery and a great start for him. 3 wickets in quick succession here. Just when that little partnership was developing, they got another one. 50 for 3. 50 for 3 after 7.4 overs. Deepak Jasper, new batter, in at number 5. Big responsibility on his shoulders here. Sharjah CBFS plate final 2025 between Legend Warriors and Gems Education. If you're just tuning in, Gems won the toss, decided to bat first. Are 50 for 3 now. Hardik Pai immediately struck in his first over. He looks to play that sweep shot. He's so good with that shot, but first delivery, I'm not too sure it was needed at this stage. Last ball of Hardik Pai is over. Upish, just short of that fielder. Excellent over comes to an end from Hardik. 8 gone, 50 for 3. Fifty for 3 after 8 overs. First, it was Dawood Ijaz who fell early, and then it was Rashid Habib, and all of a sudden they lost another one in quick succession. Found themselves quite a bit of trouble here. And Junaid Shamsu, once again, is what a useful cricketer he is. Produced that wicket, chipped away on the offside from Sandy. There's a big space towards that part of the ground, but they just pick up a single. No real demons in this pitch. Is playing really nice. It's looking good here, but you got to bat well. That middle order hasn't been tested. They just need a partnership here. There's no real demons in this pitch. There's a typical shine to this surface. Ball should come on to the bat. It's just the batting. The approach has just been a little timid. Lights have taken full effect. It looks a gorgeous place. Outside edge. But credit to him, he played it with soft hands and runs down for a boundary. Deepak Jaswar playing it with soft hands. Playing it late as well. Not very intended, but credit to him, he didn't push hard at that one because there is that cover in place. Nicely done. Again, just a single. 56 for 3. Gems looking to get somewhere around 150 plus. For that to happen, they need this partnership to blossom here. Short and not quite getting the placement. It's a slow track. Not really quick as pace wise. And when you bowl those slow deliveries into the surface, they just seems to stuck a wee bit. Nicely bowled again. Shad Hamza is brilliant in that area. Absolute live wire. Good hands, always looking for that opportunity for a run out or spectacular diving save. Very, very agile in that area. Good to see him back on the park today. Had few niggles. Short ball, he's miscued that one. And it's taken. Hardik Paya takes a very well judged catch. Junaid Shamsu strikes. And Gems, they found themselves in more trouble. Very interesting shot he was trying to play. That's a soft dismissal. Oh, just about hangs on to it. 4 down for 56, in deep trouble. .56 for 4 after 9 overs. Shabir Ali is known more for his bowling than his batting. He comes in at 6. Gems, they find themselves in a hole here. 4 down for 56 after winning the toss and batting first. Plate final of Sharjah CBFS. Nicely swept away. He does play that shot really well, Jaswar. And that is one of his go-to shots, especially playing against spin. Tries to put the spinner off the length. And it's not a bad option these days. It's just gone out of fashion. Shabir Ali coming ahead of Ali Tipu. That's a bit of a surprise. He can bat a bit. There's a slip in place. That's good captaincy here from Sohaib Khan. Attacking the new batter. Clipped away on the onside. Gets off the mark. I think now the priority for them will be look to bat 20 overs because they got some very good spinners as well. One of them is batting right now. Shabir Ali, Ali Tipu. They were outstanding the other day against Amber's fly batter. Picking up 8 wickets between them. No alarming spin from this surface as yet. It's just good tight bowling. That's brilliantly done. He's got variety of sweep shots. That went fine from that backward square leg. Goes for a boundary. Immediately it's a field change now. Bring in that shot fine. Excellent batting. This time he played it late, allowed the ball to spin past him. Rolled his wrist on top of it. Excellent stuff from Jaswar. Shakir Hadru behind the stumps. Just urging the bowler on. No worries, mate. Just perhaps bowl a bit wider of off stump. Bowl it a bit slower. He goes again. This is in front of square. Oh, this is fantastic batting. One behind square, one in front of square. That's a special scale and a rail scale he has. It's just so hard. Fetched it from off stump. Brilliantly done. He's looking in fine form. Exactly the kind of player you would want to come in that middle order against spinners to get the scoreboard moving. Change of angle. Then drops it short. He's equally good off the back foot as well now. Played a couple of sweep shots, made him bowl short, then used the depth of the crease and picks up a single. Left and right hand combination now. So every delivery they need to switch the field, and also for the bowler got to be able to land them right. Oh, lovely delivery. That was just about perfect delivery to the left-hander. And drops it short. First slip. 67 for 4 after 10. Players will take drinks.
Well, we're halfway through in this first innings. 67 is what they have scored. Deepak looking good, but the problem is he's running out of partners. Shabir has just made his way in the center. Does have the privilege to take his time out there in the center and just get his eye in the middle. Adapt to the conditions. It's a plate final, so plenty is expected from these two men out there in the center. Another fine talent, Mehboob Rana, has been introduced pretty late in the contest. Another bowler who doesn't really bowl with a lot of pace. And that's why you can see that the keeper is standing pretty much ahead onto the stumps. But does have excellent variations. Can really bowl those lovely slow deliveries. Back of the hand. Slower bumpers. Don't really think he will be trying to bowl any slow bumpers from the far end, because the leg side is the shorter part of the ground. Just maybe 55 to 60 meters. Short delivery has been pulled away nicely. There is protection. They've got a deep square, deep mid wicket, long on, long off, and a deep cover. So the fine and the third being in the circle. Don't really expect Mehboob Rana to bowl anything short and wider from the batters. They are in a desperate need of a partnership, these two, Deepak and Shabir. Deepak, you can see that they losing wickets regularly, but he's playing his natural game, and that is to look to play the big shots. And this is something which Legend Warriors, they won't mind. Oh, beautifully done. Was that an outside edge? He seemed pretty animated. Yeah, there's the confirmation coming in. Nothing from the blade, but it's gone for a boundary. 4 byes, and they'll take it any day. Doesn't really matter how they come. They need runs. Also on the other end, if ever so they go on to lose a wicket or two at this stage, then even 130, 140 is going to be quite far from their reach. Yeah, that's much more like it. The amount of swing which he got the previous delivery, he can afford to bowl from the leg stump line, and that's where the ball will end, somewhere between the off stump or the 4th stump channel. And as we speak, they made a change in the field as well. For the left-hander, they've opted to bring the long off into the circle, and now the 3rd man goes deep. So he does have a free hand to bowl slightly shorter. Decent over so far, apart from the 4 byes, which the keeper could have done much better. Upish. Oh, brilliant attempt. That's much more like it. Mehboob bowling according to his field, and he literally enticed him to play that shot and almost getting the better of him. Nonetheless, it's turned out to be a very economical over. Yeah, it's worth a watch. Slightly upish, and oh my word, that could have been an absolute blinder of a take, but then again it will go down as a drop chance. It went straight to him. I think just could not time his dive to perfection. Yep, that is the field setup as I mentioned earlier. Deep square, deep mid wicket, long on, a long off, and a deep cover in position. That's going to be a wide, so already seen 4 byes, and now make that 5 extras in this over. This is something which they need to be a little mindful of, because they're having an upper hand in the game, and you wouldn't want to really loosen the grip and let the match slip out of your hands, or even get these opponents back in the game at any stage of the game. You've got 4 wickets already, so containing, I don't think so, is going to be the right approach. Need to consistently look to pick up wickets. Nicely done. That's the slower delivery, which most of the batters get deceived by Mehboob. 11 gone, 74 for 4. .74 for 4. Shabir taking his sweet time in the middle, rightfully so. Don't want to be losing another wicket at this stage. Slip in place for Hardik Pai, and rightfully so. The amount of turn he was getting, he's literally convinced his captain to get him a slip in place, and that's really an aggressive approach by Sohaib Khan. When you know that you do have an upper hand in the game, it has been a dominant performance so far. That's where you'd always want to have one extra fielder in the circle. Try to ensure they don't really rotate strike. Oh, beautifully done. I think that delivery was going to be so tough for any batter in the world. It just turned so sharply, and the bite he got off the surface. Yeah, he's surely enjoying his outing out there, is Hardik Pai. That's going to be called as a wide, or is it not? Yeah, I think it's just a ricochet off his pads. So quiet over, something's got to give. You can see Deepak is consistently having a word with Shabir. I think he would be asking to just calm down, relax, stay out there. Look, we've got 8 more overs to go after this. So let's not be in a rush. We do have runs on the board. 1 big over. Gems Education will be back on course. Lovely delivery. Now Shabir needs to realize something, that going at the back foot against Hardik Pai is never going to be a better option. You always want to take your front foot forward and try to play onto the line of the ball. Well, that was a brilliant delivery. Yeah, rightfully so. Deepak once again now has gone to his partner. Yeah, he's got a right smile on his face, Hardik Pai. Such a talented cricketer, really enjoys his outing every time he steps in the ground, gives his 100%, and that is what you love to see. These youngsters when they deliver. Now this is high up in the air. It hasn't gone all that far. Oh, what a catch. And who is it? It's Sohaib Khan, the captain. One of the safest fielders here in the domestic circuit. He's not going to drop those. And by no means, there wasn't an easy catch. It was miles up in the air. He had to cover a lot of distance. And then look at that effort. Kept his eyes on the ball. Made no mistake to dismiss another batter, Shabir. A sorry departure. Will have to go back after scoring just 2 runs. It's 74 for 5. Well, what a tremendous over are we witnessing. Hardik Pai, he's been so economical. And this is what he's been doing throughout this tournament. Hardly does he go for runs. 4 dot deliveries followed by a wicket. Are we going to see a wicket maiden or a double wicket maiden? Slip in place. Balraj, the new batter. Nicely bowled. And somehow he's gotten it from the middle of the bat. Will take a single, but what an exceptional over yet again by the youngster Hardik Pai. It's 75 for 5 after 12. Legend Warriors at the moment, they're all over. Gems Education, half the side back into the Hutch with into the 13th over. And yet again, they need to stitch up a partnership. If they look to play a bit more freely at this stage, another wicket or two from here onwards, and 120 even, that's going to be quite far enough. Beautifully done. That's an excellent delivery and good bit of running. Shad Hamza with the rocket of an arm. Yeah, you don't want to be challenging his arm. And now that you've got 5 wickets in your hands, you can always tend to have one more fielder in the circle, because I don't really think Balraj is going to go after the bowling. Deepak, yes, you can see even the wickets were falling left, right and centre. He was backing his natural game, and that was to look to play aggressive strokes. So whilst Balraj, he's on strike, try to get your fielders 7 to 8 steps ahead from the 30-yard circle. Do not allow him to take a single. They're asking the question. Behind the stumps, the keeper seems to be animated. Not so much Mehboob Rana. You can see it was quite a late appeal coming in from Mehboob, because he knew that there was nothing from the bat. Yeah, a smirk on the face of the umpire as well. But it was mighty close. Look at the feet. Not coming on to the line of the ball. Just a minimal movement. And also got a bit late onto the shot. Beautiful play. That's a very good shot. Flicking it. Nice wrist work by Deepak. His presence is going to be super important from this juncture of the game. If ever so, they would want to reach up to 135, 140. But even then, I believe that score is not going to be all that much, because Legend Warriors, they bat deep, and also the likes of Junaid Shamsu, when he comes in, might just see fireworks. Flicked away beautifully. Not the best of deliveries, drifting onto the leg side, and Balraj just playing such a smart shot, very sensible batting. You can see how he let the ball come to him and then just guiding it beautifully for a boundary, and a much needed one. They need plenty of those. Can somebody assist and play the role of a second fiddle whilst Deepak is out there in the centre? Because we know that Deepak and Balraj, they do have the ability to really go after the bowling and score quick runs. Yeah, that's the slower one, but it's picked up well by Balraj. Nice little punch. And a decent attempt down there in the deep. Another couple of runs. So a handy over so far. 8 runs in the first 5. One more delivery to go. Don't really think Balraj will be trying to take any unnecessary chances. The umpire just wants to have a look at this again. Yeah, I think he's fine. Beautifully disguised yet again. Balraj beaten. All ends up 13 gone. It's 83 for 5. Pick up the bowler so far in this contest has been Hardik Pai. Coming around the wicket to Deepak. Sweeps it well and gets plenty of bat on this one. Such a strong sweeper of the ball. That was by no means a loose delivery. It was pitched in a perfect length. The only problem was that he's offered a lot of pace. That's something which you wouldn't want to do against the likes of Deepak. The lone warrior still fighting the battle. Can he stay right till the end? If ever so, he goes on to stay right till the end. We might even see 145, 150. Will be pretty much on the cards. But on the other end, Hardik Pai needs to just slow down a little bit. Yeah, that's much more like it. But sensible batting. It's in the gap. And there's a huge real estate towards the leg side. It's the longer part of the ground when you're bowling from the pavilion end. And knowing that the fielders, they were coming from the boundary line, that's why he just placed it to perfection, maneuvering it for a couple of more runs. We saw a handy last over, and even now 6 runs in the first 3. Coming slightly wider, using the crease. Hardik Pai is a very smart bowler. Still has 2 more deliveries to go and try to pick up a wicket or 2. It's been economical. Oh, very risky stroke, but I think even if it would have struck onto the pads, he would have been safe because the ball pitched outside the leg stump. So far, so good. Just the 1 boundary, and after that, he's done well, Hardik Pai. If I'm the captain, I'm really going to ask him to toss one up and entice Balraj to play for a big shot, because the message is loud and clear from the other end. Deepak was asking him to just stay out there in the middle. Yeah. This is a smart bit of cricket we're witnessing, because he knows that we've gotten the runs in the over. He knows that it is Deepak who's playing the role of aggressor. So not trying to be over ambitious is Balraj. Still 6 more overs to go. If ever so they reach 150, then we surely do have a contest in our hands. Last delivery of the evening for Hardik Pai. Oh, in fact, he'll have to reload and bowl again. That was a horrid delivery. That's beaten everyone, the batter, the keeper. And just looks like it slipped out of his hand. That was a short delivery, and lucky it wasn't onto the line of the pads of the batter. Otherwise, he would have sent this 20 rows back into the stands. Having an extra cover in position, that's quite interesting. Deepak, we know he does have the tendency to play towards the extra cover, the inside out shots. A single to end the 14 over. Nonetheless, it has been an excellent spell by Hardik Pai. It's 95 for 5. Well, Tahir has been slightly on the expensive side this evening. Has been reintroduced into the attack and will be facing the lights of Deepak. He was looking in ominous form, looking threatening now. that is one wicket they are desperately after. Deepak, if they get him out at this stage, then it's going to be very difficult for the new batter to just come in and strike big. So that's one man they are eyeing. On the other end, Balraj, we need to give credit to him as well. He's been quite sensible in his approach the moment he's walked in the middle, ensuring that he holds one end. And it's so good to see every time Balraj and Deepak, they're just walking down and having a word with each other. So they do have a good camaraderie and understanding between each other. Oh, very, very good delivery yet again by Tahir. Yeah, that's got to sting. It's fine, you can rub it, Balraj. Yeah, that's got to hurt. The ball just holding up into the surface and never really arriving at him. It was very early through his shot. Completely deceived. This is something which I've been consistently saying and mentioning in this tournament. The wicket is on the slower side. I hardly have seen the medium paces ball, the cutters and the slow bumpers. Such a good wicket for the bowlers. Look at that. The moment he's decided to bowl into the surface and took all the pace off. Excellent use of the fingers and yet again deceiving the bat of Balraj. Yeah, I think the message is quite clear. Deepak would be asking Balraj, don't try to go for big shots. Just take a single and get me back on strike. Let me deal with the situation. Pulled away. And excellent catch. Who is it? It's that man yet again. You can't really keep him out of the game, can you? Hardik Bhai has taken an absolute stunner of a catch. The plan has worked. The slower bumper not read well. And have a look at this attempt. Hardik Bhai, such a gun fielder, an absolute live wire, has plucked this out of thin air and has taken a brilliant catch to dismiss another batter. It's 96 for 6. Well, just when runs start to come thick and fast, they pick up a wicket at regular intervals, and that is what's been the hallmark for this team. In comes Ali Tipu. Well, he's someone who can really pack a punch. He's known for his big hitting, and this is a perfect stage for Ali Tipu. And he would want Ali Tipu to really fire this evening. It's a plate final. It's a big occasion. You would want your gun batters to come out and really take the opposition. They're at the back foot at this stage. In the 15th over, 96 is what they've gotten. It's not looking good for Gems Education. Flicked away nicely, gets only a single. Does the right thing. So it's turning out to be an excellent over once again. Tahir, as I said, that he was slightly on the expensive side in the first spell. But good that he's realized that it's a wicket where there's no point really to come and bend your back and try to put that extra bit of effort. It's that kind of a surface where you need to be very, very smart. And what you need to do is just bowl your variations. And Tahir, he's a master of it. Not a very big swinger of the ball, doesn't really have that express pace, but a very canny bowler. Last delivery. beautifully bowled on that occasion. He's offered a lot of pace and skidded on to the pads. Dot to close out another exciting over. It's 97 for 6. Now this is going to be interesting. Mohammad Rizwan, he loves to come and bowl at these stages when he knows that the batters are going to go after him. He's so miser, very economical. And you won't really see him going for many runs. And the length as to which he bowls is such a teasing and lagging length. Yeah. Oh, in fact, that's been called as a wide. I assumed that ball just spun and came and was within the tram line. But given as a wide. Nicely played once again. Couple of more runs added to the tally. Ali Tipu. Oh, direct hit. But no real celebrations because they know that the batter has made his ground comfortably in the end. 100 comes up for Gems Education. Nicely ball. Excellent delivery. Trying to come with an angle and really enticing Ali Tipu to go across the line. That's something which he wouldn't mind. Gets a lot of wickets in the form of LBW and bowls. Drives it for only a single. So after that wicket, you can see the runs aren't coming all that freely. Chipped in the air and gets only a single. 26 for Deepak Ali Tipu on the other end, who's just made his way in the center. I think now, after this over, we will see both the batters try to unleash. There's no point really staying around, even if they look to pick up singles and doubles. You're going to get 130, 135. That's not going to be enough on this surface. Single to close out the 16th over. It's 103 for 6. Last 4 overs to go. Tahir, what an excellent over he bowled. Picked up an important wicket. Now, Ali Tipu is taking his time in the centre. That's something which you don't really see. Ali Tipu straight away gets into the act and a strong believer of getting the sixes in his favour. And that is the need of the hour. They need sixes. Need to get somewhere on 140. Nicely bowled yet again. The wicket is quite on the slower side. You really need to give yourself a bit of time to adapt to the surface. Oh, he's knocked him over. That is a beautiful delivery. What an exceptional second spell. But that man on the screen, Tahir, has rattled the stumps, and that was a big moment in the game because so much was expected onto the shoulders of Deepak. Just when he was looking to go aggressive, he's shuffled and exposed all the 3 stumps, and he's hit the timber. Nonetheless, it's turned out to be a handy innings. Deepak goes after scoring 27. It's 104 for 7. Tahir steaming in once again. Perfect delivery. Bang on money, right onto the stump. It's turning out to be a terrific spell by Tahir. Keeping things relatively simple out there. On the other end, Sawai, not pretty much known for his batting abilities, doesn't have any time whatsoever to settle in. On the other end, now all eyes on Ali Tipu. It's been sent quite late down the order. Can he whack a few? So far, he's looking to play along the carpet, and that's all because wickets are falling consistently. They're on the verge of even getting bowled out because that's the stage where you will expect the batters to go hard at you. That's where the opportunities will arise. Yeah, that's been given as a wide. That was way above the headline. They'll take any run in any form at this stage of the game. Trying to surprise the batter with a sharp bumper. Oh, yes, that's way too high. The right call made by the umpire. Swing and a miss. A dot delivery to close out. Another excellent over. It's 107 for 7. Just the last 3 overs remaining. Ali Tipu, I think he just needs to get going now. Needs to get quick runs for his team. Get some around 135, 140. It's quite possible if Ali Tipu, he stays right till the end. Mehboob Rana back into the attack. Beautifully bowled. Perfect length. And just because the ball didn't really come onto the bat quickly, Ali Tipu had to readjust and then open the face of the bat, guiding it for a single. Now what does Sawai do? No time whatsoever, just the 17 deliveries. He'll have to go for the big shots on the other end. You would expect Mehboob Rana with a lot of slower deliveries at this stage. Maybe surprise the batter with one sharp, quick delivery. Otherwise, you will see a lot of cutters coming in. Yeah, there you go. That's the one. Deceived Sawai. Yeah, asking a bit too much at this stage. Tries to go for a big shot. No timing, no connection. Only a single to offer. Oh, what a tremendous performance this has been by Legend Warriors. The all-important plate final, and so far it is the men in purple are riding high on confidence, having an upper hand in this game. Pulled away nicely, but no timing again. No power behind the shot. Only a single to offer. Just the last 14 league deliveries to go. Quite surprising. Shad Hamza here hasn't bowled. Remember, he was a very handy bowler in his prime. Wouldn't be a bad option to come and bowl. It's turning out to be a very economical over. Only 3 runs in the 18th. 110 for 7. That's not what they were after. Gems Education reading the wicket beautifully here, the bowlers of Legend Warriors, and they never really allowed Gems Education to ever so come into the contest. Steps down the ground, crashes it. But there is protection. Only a single. It's not looking all that good for Gems Education. It's Nelson on board. 111 for 7. Junaid Shamsu to bowl his last over. Direct hit required. Oh, he wasn't even in the frame. Could have been curtains for Sawai. And he gave up pretty early. But it was agonizingly close to the stumps. Could have been the 8th wicket down. That's pulled away. It's very smart bowling by Junaid Shamsu. He knows that When he's bowling from the far end, the leg side is the longer part of the ground, so that's where it's going to be very difficult to really create room and target the shorter part of the ground towards the offside. So he's ensuring he bowls onto the line of the body and is not offering much pace, so it's going to be very difficult to clear the leg side. Oh, this has crashed. The sound of the bat. Sawai has dismissed this out of his presence, and a much needed maximum coming in the penultimate over. Yeah, he's got plenty of bat on this one. And the sound of the bat, that was a thunderous hit, and I don't really think that one is coming back. We're going to have new ball. Comes in again. This is cracked. Excellent bit of fielding, but they might just consider to come back for the second, and rightfully so. Sent back by Ali Tipu. So we might just see a big over. Already 9 runs in the first 4. 2 more deliveries to go. And a perfect stage for Ali Tipu. Needs to come up with something different. Hitting towards the leg side. That's a very long boundary. Yeah, offering no pace whatsoever. Ali Tipu not getting it from the middle of his bat. Only a single. So Sawai back on strike. So him being a right-hander, naturally the leg side is the shorter part of the ground for him. Already seen him smacking one out of the park. Can he do a replica? This is where Johnny needs to be smart. Don't bowl short. He does well. It's a perfect delivery. 19 gone, 121 for 7. Last over of this first innings. Mehboob Rana charging in. Hits it hard. Has he got plenty of bat on this one? You bet he has. Out of the stadium. And this is the power of that man on your screen, Ali Tipu. When he hits, it stays hit. Going down on one knee. And has hit this into the outer space for a much needed maximum. It's a perfect start to this over. Another change of ball, because that too is surely not going to come back. Ali Tipu, he's a strong bloke. Can seriously strike the ball hard, and that is what he's done. The very first delivery of the 20th over, putting Mehboob Rana under pressure. I think he's just getting a little predictable here, Mehboob. Hardly have we seen him offering any pace to the batters, and Ali Tipu, you could see, was sitting and waiting for that kind of a delivery. Yeah, he's offered pace. That's smart. So you need to change your pace every now and then. Can't be predictable against Ali. So we're in for an exciting finish. Couple of more maximums, and they'll be on 139. It's a fighting score on this wicket. They do have quality bowlers in the lineup due Jim's education. not really happy with the blade which he has in his hand. So he's asking replacement for it. Not too sure if that is the right approach, because we saw him striking really big. The very first delivery, I think he's asked for a heavier bat. That could be the only reason. Beautifully done. Perfect delivery right into the block hole. Nothing much Ali Tipu could have done. He's trying to shuffle across the stumps. Quite surprising. Usually you see batters in the last overs, they create room for themselves. But going a bit too deep. Ali Tipu. Handy 18 runs. On the other end, we've seen Savai can pack a punch as well. Beaten all ends up. That's a beautiful delivery, Mehboob. Just firing it outside the off stump. Savai getting important 11 runs for his team. Last two deliveries. Needs to get one at least out of the ground. Beautifully done. That's a very good ball yet again. He's been so disciplined, Mehboob Rana. Hasn't picked up wickets, but hasn't gone for many runs. Only 23 in a span of 3.5. Would want to finish strong. Now, one thing he wouldn't want to do is bowl anything. Even on the off-stump line. Has to be on the 5th, 6th stump. Bowl it away from his arc, because surely Ali Tipu will look to eye and fancy his chances towards the leg side. Last delivery of the innings. And he's gotten some bat on this one. Only a single to close out the innings. And it will be the men in purple who will walk out the stadium much happier. Gems Education have managed to get 130 in the lot of 20 overs. I'm not sure if that is going to be sufficient. But hats off for Legend Warriors. Brilliant bowling performance. We've seen some excellent catches being taken. Suhaib Khan, Hardik Pai. Overall, they've done well. It was a horrid start. Daud, Rashid, Usman, and that huge wicket of Sandeep. They went early. Then Deepak Jaiswal showing a bit of resilience. 27 for him. And then in the end, Ali Tipu and Savai finishing it off. 130 is what they've gotten. Yeah, I think plenty to talk about. You can see the economies of all the bowlers. They've been so miser when giving runs. Tahir Asif, of course, was the pick of the bowlers. 22 for him. Apart from that, you can see Mohammad, Junaid, Hardik, all of them chipping in with wickets. 17 extras. That is one area of concern. Should have been much more disciplined. Well, it wasn't the best of starts for Gems Education. Kept on losing wickets. And tried to ensure they get off to a good start in the power play. They did get a few boundaries, but then Sandeep Singh Sani, that was a big moment in the game. Thick outside edge and excellent catch. Catching has been sublime. Suhaib Khan, the captain, taking an excellent catch. And then Deepak gave a glimmer of hope, but look at that for a catch now. Hardik Pai was just done with his over. Picked up another good catch. Ali Tipu came in and provided some impetus, but it was never that much enough. 130 is what they'll, 131, beg your pardon, is what they will need when they come out. We'll dive into a short break, and once we're back, we'll be all set for the run chase.
A very good evening to our viewers and welcome back to Sharjah Cricket Stadium once again for the run chase of Legend Warriors against Gems Education in the plate final of Sharjah CBFS T20 2025. They need 131 to win. It should be a fascinating game of cricket where Legend Warriors, certainly they got an upper hand, the way they bowled, the way they fielded, the way they restricted the strong batting line of Gems. Can Gems bounce back? And they got the bowling, the likes of Akifullah Raja, two quality spinners, Savai Chaudhary as well, with that medium pace. Can they make few inroads? A lot will rest on the opening combination, especially Junaid Shamsu at the top of the order. How he goes, it will determine this game's outcome. It's a nice, pleasant evening. Two familiar names at the top of the order for Legend Warriors. Shakir Hadru alongside Junaid Shamsu. If these two get going, there will be plenty of entertainment and this game could get done and dusted pretty quickly. But having said that, they're up against a very good attack as well. If you're just tuning in, the plate final of Sharjah CBFS, toss was won by Gems and they decided to bat first, but things couldn't really work out to plan the way they were hoping for. They lost those early wickets, and once the openers went, Daud Ijaz and Rashid Habib, the middle order couldn't really soak up the pressure. Seems like they will start off with spin. Ali Tipu on your screen, just making sure that he gets the field right. This is going to be an interesting battle because he's a very, very fine bowler. And these conditions should suit him. Not too much spin, but he's got those lovely variations. 8 wickets at an economy of 6.5. Well, that's very good figures. On the other end, Junaid Shamsu, he's been in great form. And we are moments away from the run chase. Deep square leg and long off. The two fielders outside the 30-yard circle in field restrictions. Here we go. Ali Tipu to start off the proceedings. Straight away, Shamsu goes for it. And there's a big inside edge onto the stumps. And there's the bail dislodged. I think he's bowled him first ball. Kashif. The umpire comes up with the confirmation. Have a look at that. Ali Tipu. Lovely arm delivery coming in. Inside edge onto the stumps. For a moment he thought that it is gone past leg stump, but then he realized it's an inside edge onto leg stump. Shamsu goes for a duck. Legend Warriors off to a tough start here, not for one. What a breakthrough. First ball inside edge onto the stumps. Departure of Shamsu. It brings Vaibhav Govikar to the middle in at number 3. Good player. Left-hander. Someone who can play both spin and pace well. Conventional field for him. Protection on the leg side. Long on and deep square leg. Nicely played, but straight to mid-off. Exactly the kind of start they needed. Wicket of the first ball, just to get them going. Defending a very modest total, but you never quite know. Pick a few early wickets. They got one already. Good move here by Dawood Ijaz to straight away introduce the left arm spinner, wasting no time whatsoever. It's very accurate, Ali Tipu. Oh, looks to cut. That one skidded on. That arm ball. Got to be careful. Can't afford to go for that shot too close to the body. Worked away on the onside by Vaibhav. Gets off the mark. Playing with the spin there. That's good batting. .131. It's pretty much doable. You don't really need to really force the issue. It's about preserving your wickets. Bat normally you can get over the line. No need to panic. Shakir Haider, he's a very positive player. Look to take the challenge on. End of a top class over from Ali Tipu. 1 for 1 after 1. So spin from both ends for Gems. 1 for 1. Looking to really make some inroads here. Ali Shabir, he's a fine bowler as well. He'll be bowling to Vaibhav. Does like to play that cut shot. Oh, throw at the wrong end there. It should have been flat and hard to the keeper's end. They sneak through for a quick single. Another good delivery. Attacking the stumps. Bowling a good line here. That's the line he wants to operate here. Oh, beautifully bowled. He was looking to go over the top, deceived through the air. Fantastic delivery from Shabir. This one, he gets in the slot. A magnificent blow. All the way for 6. Beautiful a shot there from Shakir. Fantastic hit. He does hit the ball clean. Tall man, big stride forward, going down the pitch of the ball. Lifts it over the top. Now they're having a rethink, a little bit of discussion. Bringing Medon in and pushing Long off back. I think it's a good move. It might just tempt him to play across the line. Oh, almost. Good work at square leg. If he misses that, he'll be in trouble. Because now he might just shape up to hit through the onside a bit more. Clever batting from Shakir. That's good work. The Udijaz will be hoping that he gets back-to-back wickets here. 3 to 4 wickets inside the power play. 9 for 1 after 2. Down the leg side. Given as a wide. Akifullah Raja into the attack. So only 1 over of Ali Tibu. And they've gone in with pace here. Interesting. Daudijaz just mixing his bowlers around here. Oh, good delivery. Wasn't quite on line. The shape was there. He tried to swing it from leg stump line. He did straighten down the line, but it pitched way outside leg stump. Akifullah Raja is the sort of bowler who's got that ability to get the ball to go away from the right-handers late. That makes him a wicket taker. Another wide, 3 wides in a row. Not the best of start for Akif Raja. Excellent delivery. Played away on the offside. That's the length. That's the line. You want to be bowling that 4th to 5th stump channel to Shakir because he's got that strong bottom hand grip and he loves to work them through mid wicket. But he's got to be careful because Raja, he gets the ball to go away late and that can bring a leading edge. Bit too straight again. Tucked away fine. A lot of tragedy to cover. But the fielder at square leg who does well. So Akif Raja not just finding his groove in the first over. Another wide. Well, that's the 4th wide of this over. Akif Raja normally is very, very accurate. He'll be disappointed with the start here because they got that wicket and got that control through that first over. Now they just let that drift here. It's been a long over already. 4 wides. Only 2 legal deliveries so far. Looking advanced down the pitch. Nice bit of adjustment from Akif Raja. And equally well played by Shakir. He's trying to be positive. Lofted over mid off. Excellent timing. What a stroke from Shakir Hedru. That's delightful from the right hander. Oh, gorgeous shot. Magnificent hit. He's in very good form. He's such a dangerous player as well. He's not bothered about that early loss of wicket. He stepped up here. $21 for 1. Gets him in a bit of a tangle and he was in 2 minds there, Shakir, whether to duck. At the end, he just left the bat up in the air and short of that fielder at short fine, awkward position to play that. It doesn't quite carry to short fine. Akif Raja steaming in now. He has to bowl to the left-hander. Bowls a short one and gets the treatment. What a response here from Vaibhav Govikar. On top of the bounce. Pulls it nice and hard in front of square for 4. What a shot to end that over. An expensive one from Akif Raja. 26 for 1 after 3. Ali Tipu back into the attack. Nicely played towards that fielder at square leg. I was surprised he was taken off. They started to go with spin from both hands, and then obviously with the left hander in the middle. Dawood Ijaz has gone with pace, but I would have kept Ali on and taken Shabir and bring Akifullah Raja from the other end. Nice drive on the offside, just a single. Down the leg side, help on his way for 6. That's a poor delivery from Ali Tipu. It was on to the pads, angling down the leg side. What a pickup from Shakir. That's his favorite zone as well. Anything on middle leg stump, he loves them there. Nicely worked away on the onside. Oh, very good delivery. Right on the money. Superb stuff. Little bit of confusion. This could be curtains. Kashif Billah goes upstairs. There was hesitation. There was that mix-up, a moment of indecision. That's sometimes enough to cost you your wicket. Let's have a look. Throw really firm next to the stumps. Has he whipped the bails off? Looks trouble for Vaibhav here. Third umpire, he's got to be absolutely sure about that, but it looks pretty tight. That moment of indecision. And that's it. That has cost him big time. They lose another one. Gems, they're hanging in this game here. Important wicket, courtesy of a run out. 2 down for 35. 35 for 2 after 4 overs. Akifullah Raja continuing here after a very expensive first over where he went for 17. He needs to build up some pressure here from the other end now that they got Vaibhav Govikar as well, 2 down. There could be a twist in the tail. If he can pick up a wicket here, break this partnership as well, which is very, very new. 2 quality players, Sohaib Khan and Shakir Haider in the middle. It's all about wickets. Anything can happen in this game. Straight down the ground. It was uppish just for a second, but safe, well away from him. Another single. $37 for 2. Akifullah Raja. Quick delivery. It's a wide for the height. Bar in action there. Digged in short. Really bent his back there on that occasion. He's not happy with the decision. That bouncer has to be within the shoulder and the head of the batter. But Shakir he does have the tendency of playing it from slightly bent position. That's the way he plays. Interesting stage of the game. $38 for 2. Further 93 required in 15.2 overs. 6 runs per over, which is not a huge deal at all, these conditions. Nicely played on the offside. Again, excellent delivery, a very good comeback from Akifullah Raja. Shown his experience in this over. Got the lines right, got the length right. 38 for 2 after 5. Excellent delivery from Ali Tipu, hitting at perfect length into his third over, 1 for 10, showing control. Not happy with that fielding effort. Gems, they can just hang in here. Then just need to keep on picking up wickets. There's no alarming sort of thing in this pitch for the bowler. You just need to be relentlessly accurate, backed up by quality fielding. That's what you want. Nicely played. Just short of that fielder on the onside. Played away towards mid-off. Another single. "41 for 2. Goes for that big slog sweep. There's a man back, but he watches it sail over his head for 6. Took a bit of a risk, but that is his strength. That's what he does. Such a confident cricketer. Clean strike to finish that over and finish that power play on a high for Legend Warriors. Ali Tipu can't believe it. 47 for 2 after 6. Akif will continue. 47 for 2 after 6. Nicely done on the onside. And come back for the second, not there. "83 more required, 13.5 overs, exactly run a ball." For Gems to have any chance in this game, they got to treat it like a 15 overs game. Try and get them out. Interesting. The ploy has worked. There was the man back. And Shakir Hadri has fallen for the trap here. Got low. And he got the height but not the distance. Straight to fine leg. Deep fine leg. Disappointment for him. 48 for 3. 48 for 3. Exactly what was required for Gems. They got that important wicket. Set batter. Shakir caught at deep fine leg. It was a good bumper from Akifullah Raja. That brings Akshay to the middle. It's technically pretty solid. Won't give you much. Will look to bat time and get the job done. Played final of Sharjah CBFS 2020. Akifullah Raja first over went for 17, then he is able to come back and come back so well. Oh, that's a good delivery. Right on the money there. Superb length. Oh, he's got another one. Akshay goes. This game is wide open now. Akifullah Raja with a pacey delivery. And he gets a big wicket. Look at that. Straight through to the wicket keeper. Quick delivery. Digged it in short. Got another wicket. 4 down for 50. $50 for 4. Akifullah Raja really steaming in and bowling wonderful length. 2 short balls, 2 wickets for him. A top over. Shad Hamza gets off the mark with a thick inside edge. 51 for the loss of 4 wickets after 7 overs. Gems, they are right in it. Nicely played off the back foot by Shad Hamza. Shoaib Khan, a lot of responsibility on his shoulders here. I think he just needs to steady the ship here and bring a bit of calmness. They're just losing wickets at the moment. Another wicket here will be really, really tough to recover. There is that wicket. There's that arm ball from Shabir Ali and Gems. They are right back in it. And you may think that now they got the upper hand in this game here. 5 down. Beautiful arm delivery, and Shahid Hamza was playing down the wrong line. That bat coming from gully towards that mid wicket. There was a bat and pad gap. Got right through. He's gone for 2. 53 for 5, Legend Warriors. $53 for 5. Shri Nath comes in with a lot of responsibilities. Now Sohaib really holds the key here. Has to be at least another 40-run partnership. Can't afford to lose wickets here. Otherwise, Gems, they will run away with the show. What a fight back. Played final. Becoming alive with those 3 quick wickets all of a sudden for Gems. 2 to Akifullah Raja, 1 to Shabir. Pressure on here, Legend Warriors. Eight overs gone. 56 for 5. Rashid Habib into the attack. Very, very surprising to see Akifullah Raja taken off the attack. At this stage, I think Dawood Ijaz, he just needs to go for the kill here. 1 more wicket. And really, they're into the bowlers. Rashid Habib, very useful left arm spinner, but not as much of a wicket taking threat. Can do a holding job. Lofted, well, he's created a chance here, and it's taken. Rashid Habib, Oh boy, at the moment, Dawood Ijaz could not believe it. Rashid Habib has struck. I think he was looking more to Wo's cover. Then it went just straight down the throat of long off. Was looking to hit more through extra cover. 6 down for 57. Gems, they are on top here. Rizwan Saber, he can bat, he can hit the ball, but this situation demands application and it demands skill to get his team out of woods. Some of the wickets been thrown away. Shakir Haider caught at fine leg. Was no need to play that shot. Sohaib, Akshay was loose as well. End of 9 overs, 57 for 6. $57 for 6 after 9. Shabir Ali continuing here. Now they can think of getting them all out. Gems. What a fight back. Shabir is a threat because he's got quality. He can really spin it as well. He needs to just attack the stumps, challenge the defense of Rizwan Saber. Especially for those deliveries, some will just go on with the arm. The odd ball will spin just like that. Keep attacking those stumps. Then he is in play here. Excellent stuff. It's just a single of the over, so the pressure will build as well. Down the leg side, given as a wide. Just pushing for that arm ball. Nicely played, but straight to short third. End of a fantastic over from Shabir. Just 2 of it. 59 for 6 after 10 as players will have drinks.
What a turnaround have we witnessed in this plate final. They were chasing 131 and they started off so well. It was Shakir Haidru, 32 in just 22 deliveries, 4 sixes to his name, and that's when we thought that this game is going to be done and dusted until Shabir, Akif and Rashid Habib stepping in and creating havoc in the center. 6 wickets down. This is a collapse of sorts, I would say, for Legend Warriors. Rashid Habib to continue. Phenomenal first over. A collective overall bowling performance so far. The spinners, the moment they have come into the attack, they're really asking a lot of questions to these batters. Still, there is a glimmer of hope. We know Mohammad Rizwan Sabir, he is a capable batter and has been into these situations in the past. But it's not going to be easy. It's a tough wicket to bat on. Now this is crashed towards the offside. Nobody moved. Flat as it could have gotten. Mohammad Rizwan opening his account finally after facing 9 deliveries, and he said enough is enough now. It's high time I should look to go big. And that's what they need. Yeah, offering a lot of pace, full, width offered, and whack he goes. Gets 6 to his name and so open his account in style. Not many runs needed. The required run rate is still in their grasp. It's below 7 runs per over, so all they need to do is just ensure they stay right till the end. They will be over the line. What a plate final are we witnessing. And that is what you expect when 2 top quality sides battle it out against each other. 65 more needed. Where is this match heading? And Gems Education, they shouldn't really let go of the game from here onwards when they know that they have picked up 6 of their top batters. Now, if ever so they get rid of Mohammad Rizwan Sabir, then the 65 will be a mountain to climb. And as we speak, I think we're going to have a ball replacement. Resumes. Yeah, that's what they need. They need to be smart in their approach. Knowing that they're 6 wickets down, they cannot afford to be reckless at this stage. I believe Legend Warriors still do have a fair bit of chance to win this game. On the other end, Gems Education should not take it lightly. Whilst these two are there in the middle. Nicely played once again along the carpet. And gets another boundary. So it's turning out to be a very handy over for Legend Warriors. Not too sure the batters early on when they came in. They were trying to play quite a few shots and were a bit reckless in their approach. Hence losing their wickets pretty early in this innings. Now Srinath and Mohammad Rizwan Sabir over to these 2 men. Rizwan Sabir, we know he's a handy all-rounder, a bowling all-rounder, but he's no muck with the bat. He certainly can win the game from here onwards. It's pretty even, Stevens, I believe. 60. And they've got plenty of overs to achieve so. On the other end, I think Gems Education, they're just 1 more wicket away. If ever so they pick up a wicket at this juncture of the game, then it's going to become quite tough for Legend Warriors to even chase this 60 odd runs. Yeah, finally somebody has retrieved the ball. In the last 6 which he hit just disappeared into the stands. So under some pressure, Rashid Habib is bowling a bit too quick. It's not allowing the ball to turn. Yeah, that's much better, but then again, a bit too full, a lot of width offered, but smart batting, I would say. Srinath, he knows that they have gotten the runs in this over. Run rate is under control. So all they have to do is just keep their nerves calm and stay out there in the center. It's turning out to be quite a lengthy over and also an expensive one. Already 14 runs conceded. Playing it with soft hands, gets a single and will retain strike in the next over. Excellent over for Legend Warriors. It's 74 for 6. Well, who would have thought that this 130 would have become a mission really to chase this down? And all thanks to the spinners. First, Ali Tipu getting a wicket on the very first ball of this innings. Akif Raja, he was quite expensive in the first over, gave plenty of extras, bowled quite a few wides down the leg side. In comes the new bowler, Shan. Not the desired start though, starts off with a wide. I think this is now a great opportunity for Rizwan and Srinath to target someone. The momentum ever so slightly shifting back into the favour of the men in purple. That's been cut away. Oh, a bit of a misfield. That's not going to impress Shan or the captain a bit. Can't really afford to be leaking runs, which should have been a dot delivery. Eventually it's turned out to be a couple of runs. So 3 runs in the very first delivery. Tossed up, trying to go for the big shot. Yeah, very brave approach, I would say, Shan. Offering a bit of flight, and that too when you're bowling from the far end, where you know that the leg side is a shorter part, 55 to 60 meters. That's it. It's a very small boundary to even half hits. They do travel. So it's going to be interesting 4 more deliveries. Yeah, reading the game pretty well are these two, Srinath and Mohammad Rizwan, knowing that there's no need for any heroics at this stage. They don't need a big over. 52 is what they need. Plenty of overs to go. Problem is the wickets column. So any rash stroke, and if you lose your wicket, now this is high up in the air. Is this a chance? Oh, brilliant attempt. If ever so, this would have stuck in his hands. Should have gone down. It was one of the best catches we have witnessed in this tournament so far. But good to see that he made up his mind pretty early, deciding to go for the catch and almost taking an absolute blinder of a take. Nevertheless, Rizwan, he survives. Smashes it down the ground, no power. This is something which Shan wouldn't mind. He's asking the batter to go for a big shot, and a couple of occasions we've seen there were opportunities being created. So, pretty brave, I would say. Shan hasn't conceded a boundary so far though. Yeah, another productive over for Legend Warriors. 83 for 6 after 12. Well, so far, they could put this game into three phases. The first one, of course, going into the favor of Legend Warriors, and then all of a sudden they lost quite a few wickets. It was a collapse. And now, decent partnership being stitched between Srinath and Mohammad Rizwan, and such an important one. It's a vital innings by both these men, knowing it's a plate final. There's a lot at stake, so no more hiccups. 26 runs worth of the partnership. Another new bowler has been introduced. This is interesting. Right arm medium pacer Sawai charging in for the very first time. Beautifully done. Yeah, they're showing a lot of maturity and excellent game awareness. They know exactly how they need a lot of overs to go. 6 runs exact is what they need. So the need of the hour is stay in the middle. And if ever so they get another 20 runs, you will see that the shoulders will start to drop. For the men in blue, who were pretty vocal 15 to 20 minutes back, where they were picking up wickets left, right and centre. But then these two have showed a lot of resilience and are inching closer to victory. This is hit hard. It's been crashed. It's gone like a tracer bullet, and Sawai, he needs to understand that it's a wicket where you cannot offer pace. This is what will happen. Excellent cover drive. Was always in control. And sublime timing by this man on your screen. Mohammad Rizwan Sabri is playing such an important role. Was exceptional early on with the ball, but now he's got a job in his hands. It's not done though. It's 43 required. Nicely done. So without taking any risks, they have gotten 6 runs in the first 3, and that is exactly what they need, which has now of course come down below 6 runs per over. So if ever so they get one big over at this stage of the game, then you will see that the men in blue, they will feel that they are at the back foot, but still they need to have belief in themselves. One wicket is what they need. Get either of these two batters. Nice little uppercut. Always in control. Yeah, so the first phase, obviously it went to Legend Warriors, where we saw Shakir Hydru going absolutely berserk. Was toying around with the bowlers. Mind you, he didn't hit a single boundary, but struck 4 huge maximums. That was the moment we thought that the game is pretty much done and dusted. When you are scoring, when you're chasing rather a low total, if you get a good start, then it becomes so difficult for the bowlers to come back into the contest. But hats off, they've done well, especially the spinners. So I personally feel there's no point really holding back Ali Tipu. He's got 1. Shabir, he's got 1 as well. And then Akif Raja, I understand he was finding it slightly tough to find his right channels. He is a genuine wicket taker, and that's what he's done. Picked up 2 important wickets. Brought his team back in the game. So just 1 over for Shan and Sawai. Need to get back to your ace bowlers right now. Beautifully cut away. Excellent bit of fielding. That is the urgency you need in the fielding department, just to uplift the mood in the camp. 92 for 6 after 13. all these drinks breaks really work in your favor at times, and it has certainly worked in the favor of Legend Warriors. They were down and out, they were struggling big time, but then these two stood tall and fighting the battle, and now I think the pendulum has shifted into the favor of Legend Warriors. 39 is what they need, 7 more overs to go. They do have 4 more wickets in their hand, and mind you, they bat deep, so I would put 60% to Legend Warriors and 40 for Gems Education. Ali Tipu reintroduced into the attack, playing it with soft hands, excellent running between the wickets, very smart approach, not trying to go after the bowling. Yeah, if ever so there's a loose delivery, we've seen both the batters, they've latched onto it. Otherwise, respecting the good deliveries and ensuring they keep on rotating strike. Outside edge, it just looked like it was intentional. Opened the face of the bat right at the last bit of a second. Now the problem is that the field, they're all coming from the 30-yard circle, so easy single on offer on every single ball. You need to come up, I would say 5 to 8 steps ahead, negate, and do not allow them to rotate strike. At the moment, it's just way too easy to get the singles and doubles. Flatter on that occasion, offering a bit of pace. Glad that he didn't get any bat on this one. I think that's going to be a wide. It's not looking good. Gems Education, they were in a very commanding position until the drinks break, and then Mohammad Rizwan and Srinath showed a lot of character, showed a lot of composure out there, and were very calm in their approach, knowing the situation that they're chasing just 131 runs. That's a low total. Well, this is not good. Really, that should have been only a single. They were allowing them to just take runs easily. Can't really afford to do so. You can now see that shoulder's already dropping. You've got 6 wickets. Another wicket. You just need 1 more wicket. And there will be some panic in the camp. Look at that. Easy. No real pressure being applied at the moment. The captain needs to be just 1 step ahead in this contest. Mind you, it's the all-important plate final. These two teams have worked so hard to get at this stage, well deservedly. And this is the time where you really need to give your 100%. Oh, what a delivery. He's knocked him over. That would have been such a tough ball to face for any batter in the world. It pitched in a perfect length and then hint of turn. Look at this. Bamboozling the batter, and that is a big wicket going down. Yeah, he knows that this wasn't the right time to get out, and that's the 7th wicket now fallen. It's 99 for 7. Well, Srinath, he had just 1 last delivery to deal of Ali Tipu's over, and he's picked up a huge wicket. Finally disengaging the partnership, and in comes Hardik Pai, he had a great outing with the ball. But now all eyes on his batting ability. He's trying to sweep this one. This is really not good. It's a horrid delivery to say the least. It's 5 extras. Can't really afford to do so when you're chasing such a low, or rather defending such a low total. Wrong line, wrong length. And also there was no turn because he offered a lot of pace. So kept on going with the angle. Can't really blame the keeper. So 27 needed. And 3 wickets is what the men in blue need. And that will be some victory really to defend 130. Yeah, that's nice. I love this flight which is offering. There's no point really to be bowling quick on the surface. And I've seen the moment you decide to allow yourself to give some turn, you need to slow down. And so far, what I observe is bowling a bit too quick. Yeah, Hardik, he enjoyed his role early on, was really turning the ball big. Lovely delivery. They can afford to play a few dot deliveries because still they've got 5 more overs after this. And 27 is what they need. Well, this is once again not the best of deliveries, and he's just gotten away with this. I thought that's a wide. It just brushed maybe his glove. It's done some damage to his fingers behind the stumps. Oh, in fact, that just ballooned, and straight away he was in a lot of pain. Oh, beautifully done. That's a very good delivery. Almost deceiving Mohammad Rizwan. Yeah, that's the wicket now. If you pick up Mohammad Rizwan, the pendulum will heavily shift back into the favour of Gems Education. So they need 1 wicket. And that too, if they can get off Rizwan Sabir, it will be a cherry on the topping. Gets a single. Singles is all they need. Excellent over though, once again. It's 106 for 7. What a fantastic game of cricket are we witnessing. A low scoring thriller in the making. Just have a feeling this might just go down. Right down to the wire. 27 is all they need. Problem is the wickets column. But still, we know that Srinath and Hardik, they too have the ability to take the game away very quickly. And if they get 1 big over of 12 to 13 runs per over, then I think it's going to be curtains. It's going to be super tough to get back into the contest. This man, he's got a big responsibility on his shoulders. Sawai was slightly expensive this first over. Cut away, but straight into the hands. A dot delivery. Yeah, even if you aren't able to pick up a wicket, ensure you don't bowl any looseners. Try to get 3 to 4 dot deliveries. Try to get that equation to at least run a ball. At the moment, they need 26 and 29 deliveries. They don't have to do anything silly, Srinath and Hardik. Singles will do the job. On the other end, Sawai will have to put his thinking cap on and do something different. Yeah, it's nicely done. Straight away, there's a call of 2, but I don't think so. They're going to take any unnecessary risks at this stage. Hardik Pai will be facing for the very first time. Superb bowling display. Was the pick of the bowlers, I believe. The all-important plate final. Bowled his heart out. And I remember he picked an excellent catch. Timed his dive to perfection. It's taken one of the best takes we've seen so far in this tournament. That's going to be a leg by Shahid the Stamps. Direct hit would have been very interesting. But good calling it was. Srinath was always interested to come for the single. Hardik was ball watching, but he did well eventually, crossing the line. With this field, don't really think he can afford to be bowling anything short. Having a deep square, deep mid wicket. There's a long one in position. A deep cover alongside a deep third man. Nice little punch. It's in the gap. You do get value for your shots the moment you find the gaps in this ground. And there you go. Just a simple push. He never tried to hit this hard. Gets an important boundary. Nelson on the board. Inching closer to victory. 20 is all what they need. Srinath is playing a match-winning innings for his side this evening. Look at that. Glorious stroke. Just caress it between the two fielders. Gets a boundary. Pressure on Savai. He was introduced pretty late into the contest and gave quite a few runs in the first over. And even now, it's not looking the best of forms. Can't really find the right length. No real rhythm going in his favour. Beautifully timed yet again. It's in the gap. They are thinking to come back for the second. Oh, he's been sent back. Careful. Where are you heading, Srinath? Imagine if they pick up Srinath, even at this stage of the game. That means you're going to have two new batters. Hardik Pai. He too can bat. But if ever so they lose Srinath at this stage, there will be some panic in the camp. And let me tell you, even this 19 will be quite a difficult ask to chase this down. Opening the face of the bat, nicely done. Single to end another productive over for Legend Warriors. It's 113 for 7. And in comes the experienced campaigner Akif Raja to bowl his last over. Slightly uppish. He wasn't in control. But you can see after this last over, Hardik and Srinath, they're constantly having a word with each other. And Srinath, the senior statement, I'm sure the message is loud and clear, and that is to just stay out there in the centre. Do not try to play any rash strokes That's something which they would be wanting for. Nice little punch, another dot delivery. Even the dots will help the cause. Akif Raja, can he get a wicket at this juncture of the game? We've seen him do it in the past. He has won quite a few games for his teams and knows how to come and bowl and execute at this juncture of the game. Has got an excellent Yorker. We haven't seen that so far. Oh, sharp bumper. And ever so slightly, the ball did hold up to the surface, and that's what deceived Hardik Pai. Slight bit of pressure is what I can sense. Yeah, they seem to be relaxed at the moment. They believe 18 is all they need. Shad Hamza, he would be pretty nervous, I believe. 1 wicket. That's what they need. This is high up in the air. And very close to Sandeep Singh Sandhi. This is such a brave and a courageous stroke by Hardik Pai. He said enough is enough. I'm going to go for a few strokes. And that's the way I play. That's my natural game play. And if ever so, I get 1 big maximum. Equation will come down to almost 12, 11 runs per over. And then it's going to be so easy. So 1 wicket is what Gems Education need. And just to ease the nerves, to make things much easier for Legend Warriors, I think they need 1 big hit. Then you will see the shoulders being dropped. They're already a bit quiet. Nobody's really vocal. This is up in the air once again. He's taking his chances. Oh, this is some shot. Take a bow, Hardik Pai. You were brilliant with the ball early on, and now he's showcasing his talent and skill set with the bat, and that too at such an important stage of the game where there is a lot of pressure in the air. Hardik said, pressure, what pressure? If it's in my zone, I'm going to go over the 30-yard circle. Gets important 4 runs. 2 big hits away. Legend Warriors flicked away nicely once again. It's in the gap, and he's found the gap to perfection. What a match-winning performance by Hardik Pai. An all-round performance by this champion cricketer with the ball in the field, and now came out to bat in such a situation where there was a lot of work needed to be done. But he stood tall and has shown a lot of character. Look at him. You can see the body language. It just speaks volume. And now it's Legend Warriors who should not go on to lose the game from here onwards. It's 120 for 7. Yeah, an off day for Akif Raja. He's been quite expensive. Yes, he did pick up 2 wickets, but his services were definitely required at this juncture of the game. This has been one of the areas of concern. He's gotten away with this, but we've already seen quite a few wides, and when you're defending a low total, really you cannot even afford to give a single extra, and they've just provided a lot in this innings. That's been cut away straight into the hands. No real pressure. The pressure has been taken off because Hardik Pai decided to play a few strokes. Very brave in his approach. That 4 has definitely now put them into the driving seat. Tries to go for the big shot. Yeah, that's something which Shah needs to try because I don't really think they're going to go after Shan, unless if he decides to really flight one and invite the batter, making him a little greedy to go for the big shot. If they decide to take singles, that's it. Still 4 fielders in the circle. It just looks like Gems Education have given up this game way too early. After getting 6 wickets in a span of 10 overs, they really shouldn't have allowed Legend Warriors to get back into the contest. But excellent partnership between Srinath and Rizwan Saber, putting their team back into the contest. And now they're just one big hit away to clinch victory here in the Sharjah CBFS T20 2025. And the plate final is what they're playing for. It's going to be a wide. So just one boundary is what they need. Srinath, is he looking to finish off this game with a glory hit? Pressure on Shan. Hasn't found his right lines. He's been drifting onto the leg side more often than not. Srinath does the right thing, gets a single, and will be retaining strike in the next over. It's 128 for 7. What a comeback here for Legend Warriors. They were down and out after 10 overs, where they lost quite a few wickets. Nicely done, inching closer to victory. Legend Warriors. At one stage, they were down and out. There were worrying signs. But we need to give a lot of credit to Srinath and Rizwan Saber. And that's not the first time really I've seen Rizwan Saber getting his team out of these tough situations. Yet again, showed a lot of maturity, very brave and courageous in his approach. And I think will be a strong contender for the man of the match. Even Hardik Pai, all-round performance by him. Beaten. So I believe he hasn't read this wicket. He should have taken a leaf out of the notebook of Legend Warriors, how they executed and bowled on this specific wicket, where I believe it's on the slower side. Hardik Pai, he bowled with a lot of control, was getting a lot of revs on the ball, was getting a lot of bite off the surface, but has been quite contrasting as to what we've seen. And Gems Education were in operation. Oh, very, very close. How did this miss the off stump? And there you go. This is exactly what I'm all about. The moment you decide to take off the pace, you try to bowl cutters, it just becomes so difficult because the ball, it never really arrives at you. So they've just missed a trick or two here, Gems Education, and they're finding themselves in a spot where they're on the verge of losing this plate final here in the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. There was a message from Srinath. What is it? Is it to go for a big shot? Oh, surprising with a sharp bumper. Where was these kind of deliveries early on? He's now bowling with a lot of pace, a lot of fire. Well, it's a bit too late. 2 runs is all they need. They do have a couple of extra fielders in the circle. Mid-off, mid-on in the circle. They've got a deep square leg, a deep cover, and A deep third man. Oh, that's not good. And they might just consider to come back for the second. Yes, they are. And that's it. This is a brilliant run chase by Legend Warriors. A few hiccups, a few niggles in between, but then hats off to the middle order batters, especially the likes of Rizwan, Saber and Srinath came into the bat situation where there was a lot of pressure. They were 6 down, they were down and out, but 2 men, they said, hold on, it's not over. We know we can chase this down. We're not really chasing a big target, and in the end, they've come out victorious and are the champions of the plate finals. Well, that's how things have panned out. You can see there was a collapse of sorts in the middle. Shakir Hydru giving them a blistering start, and then the partnership between Srinath and Rizwan ensuring that they cross the line and win this encounter against Gems Education. A very important 12 by Hardik Pawar as well. Yeah, impressive bowling display, but in the end, the bowlers just giving quite a few. Shan Sawai was struggling, but Ali Tipu, I think he was the pick of the bowlers. 2 wickets to his name, gave 27. Shabir, Akif and Rashid, a collective bowling performance by them. 20 extras. That is what has really hurt them. Well, it was a perfect start. Shakir, Hydru and Vaibhav, they went absolutely berserk and showed that they utilized the power play until the first wicket fell down, and then the spinners, they were all over the batters, the middle order batters. They had absolutely no clue as to how to approach and chase down this low total. But then Rizwan, Sabir and Srinath, calm and cool as a cucumber, crossing through the line and winning this plate final. Gems Education batting first, 130 is what they've scored. Deepak, the top scorer, Ali Tipu, unbeaten 19. Tahir, pick of the bowlers, 2 wickets to his name. Hardik and Junaid also bowling exceptionally well. In reply, Legend Warriors chasing it down in 18.5. Shakir Hydru, excellent knock. Srinath also playing a handy knock. And in the end, it's Gems Education who have lost this game. And Legend Warriors are now the champions for the plate final of Sharjah CBFS T20 2025. Right then, we're just going to dive into a short break, and once we are back, we will have Azir Khan down there in the middle for the post-match presentation.
Very warm welcome to the post-match presentation of the Sharjah CBFS T20 2025. Firstly, I would like to thank the Sharjah Cricket and all the administration behind the scenes for such a wonderful tournament. We would also like to thank our sponsors, commercial partner Sport Ethic, broadcast partner Cricket Launch.tv. In the plate final of the tournament, Legend Warriors, they have defeated Gems Education by 3 wickets. Commencing ahead, we would like to move on to the Player of the Match award, and it will be presented by the Honourable Match Referee Mr. Tehseen Javed, and it goes to Hardik Pai for his all-round performance, 12 not out in a crucial stage with the bat and 2 wickets for 29. Hardik Pai putting up a very good show, crucial runs and some wonderful bowling display early on we witnessed from this very talented all-rounder Hardik Pai. Well, very well done. You must be a satisfying way to finish the tournament on a high.
I think we're one of the best teams, I feel, in the circuit right now. All of us, obviously, we're building, but then to finish the tournament on a good note is obviously a good feeling.
Well, all the best for the rest of the winter.
Thank you so much.
Now I'd like to move on to the runners-up award, and it goes to Gems Education. Daud Ijaz, please step forward and collect the trophy from Mr. Tehseen Javed, the captain of Gems Education. It was a tight game towards the end. Hard luck. Daud Ijaz, the captain of Gems, holding the trophy. Well, hard luck on the big day. Runs थोड़े कम रह गए.
जी रन बहुत मेरे ख्याल से 20-25 रन हमने कम बनाए. बन सकते थे, विकेट थोड़ा सा ट्रिकी था, थोड़ा ब्रेक था, लेकिन मुझे लगता है कि हम 160 कर सकते थे. हमारे बैट्समैनों ने अच्छा रीड नहीं किया, तो बस इस वजह से.
Anyways, all the best. There's lots of tournaments coming up, Daud. Well done.
जी thank you very much.
Now I would like to request Shad Hamza to come on the stage for Legend Warriors. They are the winners of the plate final against Gems. A fantastic leader, very well led side, Legend Warriors. They're one of the top sides over the years at Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Unfortunately, couldn't compete in the first round, but fine victory. Shad, please step forward. Fine victory, and what a way to end the tournament.
Yeah, definitely. It's always great winning trophies. I mean, unfortunately, we had to play the plate, but that's how cricket is. I mean, few of our players were injured coming back, including me playing the first match. So it's a bit, on and off, but good to start the season like this, winning the trophy. Definitely boost the momentum for the team.
All the best for the rest of the winter. There's a lot of cricket coming up. Well done.
Thank you so much, Asghar.
That's it from the post-match presentation of the plate final, but do join us for the big final, cup final coming up pretty shortly, 9 p.m. local time start.